Hiya folks, it's Kikoskia here, welcoming you to the stream. The pre-stream to be exact, where you have the opportunity to get here, get comfortable and get ready for some more Shadows of Doubt. Now with updates and new stuff. Hello Sabrook, hello Floofers, Ada, Strawberry, how you all doing? Hope you're doing well. I have literally no idea how this stuff is going to go, as in what impact it will have, or how good it will be, or if awful things are going to happen. I have no clue. How was the vacation? Relaxing and yet not, because I ended up stressing a lot during it. I ended up stressing a lot during the holiday. And worrying about stuff. Because it was the second holiday in quick succession that I'd had, and I was worried that lots of people wouldn't view stuff, and they wouldn't come back, and subs would drop, and I'd end up in a worse situation coming back from the holiday than when I left. So there was that always playing in the back of my mind, which wasn't great. It wasn't great. Yup, it is.
Mayhem, yippee!
And that there is Steelbrain with 47 months. Thank you ever so much. That is so kind of you. Thank you. That truly is kind. So yeah, that was part of it, and all sorts of other little things, and all the little things happening with. That was like the more major thing, and then there were silly things as well, like my Warhammer stuff, which, fair enough, I had one game on Sunday, it was good, but now the Codex is imminent, and I'm very worried that lots of changes are going to happen that are going to render my army impossible to play, which is going to be very interesting if that happens. I don't know if it will. There's a lot of uncertainty, and the problem with uncertainty is it lets your mind wander, and you never get a response from things, and meh. You ever had one of those things where you start...
Mayhem, yippee!
Well, suddenly, Faramir there, 22 months, thank you ever so much, that is so kind of you, thank you. That really is kind. On your hammer and your ways, indeed, thank you. Yeah, I understand that, Spook, but the problem is that there's a real risk that the army I have in a number of years will be basically completely unplayable. Not even partially unplayable, but completely unplayable. That is a risk that I have. Hello, Clouth, how you doing? I hope you're doing well. But yes, prepare to hear me ramble. Well, it's a pity your cool Exercites isn't canon. Yeah, they're not. They're not. Yeah, I'm not. I have mixed feelings about it, Rogue. I've got to be honest. I have mixed feelings about it because the Dreadnought I have is no longer going to be in there. The Terminators weren't going to be in there until I changed one of the weapons, so they're now normal Terminators. The Scout unit isn't going to be there. I don't know if any of my HQ choices are going to be able to lead any of the units I have. I don't know whether the Captain is going to be allowed to have the weapons that they have equipped. I don't know what the Librarian's going to be like. And so... But the thing is, Spook, these aren't old models. I bought them but a few months, but like 4 or 5 months ago. They're not old. None of them are old. That's the thing. This isn't like things I bought 5 or 6 years ago. These are things I bought 5 or 6 months ago. It's a matter of months, not years. The army I had when I was in my like teenagers and... No, it's not that spook. It's not that spook. It's very unusual decisions, and me probably making very bad decisions that... But how was I to know what they were going to do?
Mayhem! Yippee!
And that's Chronos V2 there with 15 months in Prime Gaming. Thank you ever so much. That's so kind of you. Sorry to hear things have been fraught with anxiety. Your streams always a treat. I'm glad you like them. But yeah, vicious cycle of anxiety and stress is that you get anxious. And then you worry about things. And then you start worrying about things that happen like to your body or anything else. And you get more anxious. And then that eventually leads to a vicious cycle of anxiety that I saw coming up this weekend, and eventually I just had to sit down and go, stop it.
Yippee!
And that's Cav there with 47 months of the 47-month streak. Thank you. Did someone mention anxiety? Yeah, they did. Me. Because I'm fraught with it at the moment. I was explaining, Cav, that I came back from my holiday feeling extremely anxious. I mean, I feel a bit better now, but the Codex thing isn't exactly filling me with hope. It's not exactly filling me with joy. And the problem is I have a whole new set of stuff, but I haven't painted any of that. I haven't painted any of it. Hope you feel better soon. Me too. It's fine. I don't like talking about this stuff because no one wants to hear about it. Who wants to hear about anxious Kiko with his first world problems? The epitome of first world problems. My hobby, which is a luxury I can't fully afford, is not going great. It's the epitome of it shouldn't be an issue. I know, but still. Bleh. We want you to talk about it, not necessarily want to listen. But why talk? The problem is that I'm just talking to a wall. And I can talk to a wall. There's one right there. Literally to my right. In fact, there's one ahead of me as well behind the monitor. Talking to a wall helps. Trust me, I've done it. It doesn't. It really doesn't. At least that's what the table keeps telling me. Yeah, I know, it's silly. I just want to be able to play him. If you think some... No, I don't think that. That's not a logic I think, because what you say there is right. But I have to put my worries into perspective. I mean, I just...
A pouch of gold.
Hello, Bits with Kiko's Wineful. Thank you there, Tiny Train. That's so kind of you. Yeah, I just want to play.
Mayhem.
That's all I want. I just want to be able to play and have fun. And that's 7 months with a 3-month streak from MC Makey. We're happy to listen to you. Don't worry about it. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad. I just don't want to bore people. But hey, if you want to bore people, you can just watch all the rest of my content. It's pretty
A pouch of gold.
All in all, we're only tossing bits at Kiko's. Well, you are. You're only tossing bits at the walls. It's true. It's true, you are. But thank you ever so much. That's 100 bits. That's really kind of you. I don't want the stream to be a down thing. We are only 35 Twitch subs away from a 300 sub goal. That is a thing. We're only 300 away. No, not 3. We're at 300. We're only... No, no, it's gone down. It's gone down. It was 34. Now it's gone down to 41. But hey, 100 bits there from Cozy Shop. More full of war fun. Thank you ever so much. That is so kind of you.
Ooh, a pouch of gold.
More bits for Kiko's. I need walls, apparently. This is a thing I need. But yeah, it went down. It was at like 35. Now it's at 41. What about roofs? You don't need roofs! And then Cloud suddenly just like, well, I'll fix that. 445 subs you've gifted in total with 5 there. Thank you, Cloud. Gonna have fun with more Shadows of that. I hope we are. Maybe I'll actually figure out who that person we're looking for is. And there's Farsight gifting a sub to Artcore.
A pouch of
and
gold.
Spook there. Hype Train for Kiko's Walls. Maybe this will help him be more active in conversation. I don't know. I'd be getting a bit worried if they started talking to me. I know I'm being silly. I know that it's all probably going to be fine, but it might not be. And that's the bit that gets to me in my head.
Mayhem.
There's MC gifting a gift. There's MC gifting a gift as well. That's 2 subs you've gifted. That's to Razor X. And there's Tiny Train with 5 subs as well. That's 105 subs you've gifted so far. Well, this is getting silly.
Ooh,
it's getting very silly. Hype for the walls. Thanks, TomTom. Sounds like it was. If motion listened to Logic, the world would be a much better place. It would, wouldn't it? It'd be amazing. It would be fantastic. I'd give subs, but I went over budget with my current pay period. That's fine. There's never any obligation to do that. There's never any obligation to give subs or bits or anything. It's always just do what you can. There was actually something, if you're curious, new added to the,
Mayhem.
Yippee! Neo Nautilus there with 5 subs. That's 21 subs you've gifted so far. Thank you ever so much. That's so kind of you. But there was something small that was added to the throne wish list. Because the Marines Extreme probably at some point will need a Terminator captain, so I'm going to try and make one. And at some point it seems I'm going to have to paint them all up at this rate, because give it a year and all the units I have won't be able to be usable. But we'll see. Kiko's free stream hype train remains a thing. Apparently so. Exactly. Make sure you have your rent, food, and anything that's ever given in any form has to be disposable income. It can't be, do I eat or do I give Kiko bits? Because the option is always eat. Always make sure you can do what you need to do. You don't back pay for years of entertainment. I appreciate... Hang on. I'm seeing something that I think I know who. Clouth! Just shake my fist angrily at the air. Clouth! Thank you. I will get that ordered right now, actually. I will get that ordered now. Clouth House, you had to point it out. I did, but I wasn't expecting anyone to add... You're crazy. You're all crazy. You know that, right? You are all crazy. Also, this room is warm for some reason. This room is warm. Imagine you're playing a swarm army like orcs. Painting every single model can be time-consuming. That is true! Like, I'm gonna look on the bright side of things. And one of the bright side of things is I'm... Tyranids practically removed my desire to live. Well, you'll be happy to know that I have another army that's potentially in the works that people like Clouth have been making possible. it should surprise none of you that it's Space Marines. I know I went from Space Marines and I made the brave jump to Space Marines. I am very adventurous. I am the most adventurous of people. I went from Space Marines to Space Marines. However, the idea is originally it was going to be Hyper Marines, who were like going to be super... No, just Space Marines. No, just Space Marines. So, the idea is simple. Originally it was going to be like a super gritty and hyper grimdark chapter, but then I went
Mayhem.
kind of Farsight. But Faramir, they're gifting a sub out of nowhere to Carriage Monster. That's the first time you've ever gifted a sub. Thank you ever so much. That's so kind of you. We did it. We did. We did. Thank you. But the idea was simple. If my chapter that I have now is going to eventually be consigned to oblivion, I wanted to have a successor chapter that was basically their successor chapter. So if this chapter is all Neon 80s, the other chapter is Neon 90s. So, and I'm also taking it, I'm gonna see how it goes. I've still got some things for this chapter to paint, and some point I've got to actually settle down and paint a Marine from this chapter. I just need to settle down and do it, but I've not got around to doing it yet. I don't have a practice Marine. Yeah, I'm not going to be converting them in that regard, so no. Not going to be doing that. They are extreme. In fact, the name of the chapter is Marines Extreme, with an X. Because extreme. No grunge. We're going with bright. We're going with bright rather than grunge. Because the 90s were very bright. Lots of pouches? No, I can't customize anything like that. They are still Space Marines. I cannot customize anything like that. Do you think I have the money to customize things like that? I don't have the money or the skill. But, we'll see how it goes. Of course, hang on, I just need to go into the menu here. I wanted to get the loading done, but, no. There's a little, but not a lot. But as I say, I need to get a hold of, like, a practice model to practice paint the scheme. I just haven't picked one. I will do, though. I will pick one eventually. Also, I've not used them at all. I've not thrown coins to make distractions. Maybe I should. Maybe I should throw coins. But, if everyone remembers... we have the cola theft. We also will consume some starch cola. Yeah, I'd need one of those as the problem Farsight, and I don't have a model for that, sadly. I have no practice model. I don't even know who of these people I've checked. I am really good at this. I have no idea which one of these people I've checked. could go to 403 Action 52. That's what I should probably do after consuming some starch cola. Greetings. I'd like to buy something. Was the one check? The problem is there are quite a few that are from Gaussman Tower. What? I don't know what they were talking about. But they're doing something. Right, let's think here. Let's go to this one. Let's go to 403 Action 52 Parks. Which I feel like I might have already gone to. I don't know. Thank you ever so much, everyone, by the way, for that hype train. It is greatly appreciated and wholly unexpected. Your ridiculous level of support. You're all amazing. You truly are. How's the edit going? I've only just started again after not doing it for a few weeks, and I have no idea what I'm doing. Half of the course, really, though. Game? Thank you. Kinda needed the game to load that up. So, 403. This seems familiar. This seems familiar. I feel like I've been here before. Hello. Francesca Smith. Can I look around? I don't want you snooping around my things. Money? Give me a moment. You can give items now, by the way. You can also arrest people. But, so... Is this Francesca Sims? Yeah, this is Francesca Sims. $100? Okay, we can go in now. But I feel like I've already been here. I really feel like I have already been here. But I'll come back here anyway so I can eliminate you from inquiries. I mean, I got some money. So, I really feel like I've been here before. That said, I'm getting money for looking at these things. You also have a gun. It's mine. My gun now. We've been here, yeah, but I'm still gonna look around. I got a gun. I think that's worth 100. I got a gun. Because there's nothing else in here, I don't think. There's definitely nothing in the toilets. It's tobacco. It's a hammer you just have lying around. Cigarettes. A lighter. A box. Chessmate. Wherever the pass go, that's fine. Yeah, I don't think this is where we want to be. Still, you know, at least I could eliminate that from my inquiries. We can just put them over here now. this guy? Fyodor Melnik. Hang on. Hang on. Fyodor Melnik. Are we looking at your address? So you're in 804 Icefire Mountain. Let's go there instead. Meh. Down we go. If you right-click on the pin, you can cross the mount. Really? Oh! That's cool! I like that! I can cross it out! It's a neat thing. Is that new? It's probably not. Okay, so let's go to 804 Icefire Mountain. And slip up on my butt. So, Icefire Mountain is... Oh dear, not that. There, okay. It's not far away. But I hope you're all well, by the way. 804. Hello, lift! I'd like to... go up it. You persist. Well, it's a good state to be in. Persisting. I too persist. Alright. So. 8. Super happy fun lift. Super happy fun lift. Let's try not to perish. And we're totally gonna jump down to the first floor afterwards. We totally can. 804. Let's go to 802 and ask if they know about the person in 804. Maybe it'll say that they like. We're looking for the fact that they like beer. Hello. How are you? What's your name? Oh, yeah. I didn't. Okay, I'm allowed in, apparently. I'm just gonna go in. Do you know this person? That's my neighbor, Fyodor Melnik. They work at that place, Flurry Systems. I saw them today at Icefire Mountain around midnight. You look like you need a can of starch. Go on. Nothing beats a starch. Indeed. Nothing beats a starch. Hello, old. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. I'm just gonna check out this place. Your purse is right here. You have a skull. And an hourglass. I don't know why I'm looking around without the light on. See, we now have a new thing to add. Excuse me, I'm investigating. You clipped through the... I'm investigating. Do you mind? Honestly. Try to investigate, and what happens? They turn all the lights off. Are we close to the rest of the mastermind? No. I don't know why you turned that on. I'm just gonna take it. Don't mind me. That'll pay for some of the money from the other thing. Glasses. Okay. Excuse me. Excuse me. I need to... You're asleep. 7820. Okay. That. Sorry, I had to walk over you there. So the safe is not in here. It is... I am blind. It is here. What'd you got?
Mayhem!
A
Yippee!
book! And also a sub from Derpy there! That is 19 months and a 25-month streak. Thank you ever so much. That is so, so kind of you. Thank you. How much space do I have in my inventory? Not a lot. Right. We're going to go check out 804. Will you let me in? Because I really, really, really want to find this document. Like, I really want to find it. I'm running out of people. Hello! That is you. What's your name? My name's Fyodor Melnik. Excellent. Can I look around? Sure, I don't mind. Marvelous. You look like you need a can of starch cola. I could use a starch cola. That you could. Excellent. How goes the starch cola sponsorship? I don't know. Oh, also. Can I get your fingerprints? Alright, if that will help. Excellent. I have your fingerprints now. Yeah, thank you. I need to actually get in. So your fingerprints are DZ. These fingerprints aren't probably going to be very useful. Haha. Anyway. Let's look around. We are looking for a bite to eat. Sorry, I was eating your chocolate. I'm gonna search the trash now. Synth milk. More milk. This guy likes his milk. More milk. How much milk? All the milk! All of the milk. Like, really? Nothing but milk? What are we got in here? Nothing. 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 Got a book. They might know the personality trait. They like milk. That's really cool. Also has some cleaning fluid there. Hi! They love turning off lights, by the way. You're investigating, and my light. I've got to turn off this light. Admittedly, it's the dead of night, and I'm investigating everything. Okay, you have a wallet. Ooh. I mean, your wallet's just there. Couple box. Videotape. Hi. Don't mind me. Just looking around. Nothing. Nothing. Not use electricity. I mean, you make a good point. You make a good point. Also, I want to find out the year you were born. Business card, no watch. And nothing. So the year you... Excuse me. The year you were born. Okay. Nope. 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 1974. Okay. So back into their office. Dove Plus, a model citizen. I'm pretty sure I have both of those. Dove Plus, model citizen. Yep. I don't think it's this person either. I'm being really poorly at finding this person and their everything. So I don't think it's them either. So... not them. Penelope Bell, maybe? 301 wall ball? Alright, let's go. Beep! I love having legs made of impossible. They prefer milk to beer. I mean, they might just like coffee. Beer in their coffee. Cav, beer and tea? Yay or nay? I mean, I don't like coffee. But let's not dig up that can of worms again. Okay, this is wall ball. You don't like what? Coffee. Or tea. I don't like any hot drinks. Don't like them. Okay, 301. Hi, I'd like to investigate here. No, I don't, Throker. I don't like any hot drinks. And I definitely don't like tea. Hello. What's your name? Yeah, I don't like tea. As if I'd tell you. No, I'm pretty sure I know who you are. Could you give me your fingerprints? No! Will you... can I have a look around? No! I have found Waldo. Money? Okay, I have a plan. I'm gonna talk to you. You're Raymond Latimore. Will you let me in? Excellent. So, she doesn't want me to come in, but you'll let me in. Now that was clever. So, let's have a look around here. Time to play the round of what hot drinks does Kiko like? The answer is none. Yeah, you're not wrong. Ooh. Money. 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 Okay. 6654. What about soup? Not a huge fan of soup. 0299. Okay. So we're not making great progress here. I know I'm literally intruding. Oh, suddenly a bajillion guest passes. Lipstick there. More money. So work ID in a matchbook. Screwdriver in the kitchen. Because of course. I'm starting to get the feeling this isn't the place either. Thanks. I'm turning it back on. Nothing in the oven. Darn it. Nothing in there. Fairy bread? Fine. Alright, is it here? No, that's where they keep their skull and lipstick. Why? And your gun. Ah, dear. Nothing. Just files. And we are really, really struggling here. Like, really struggling. We have not found. I'm kind of tempted to... There's a part of me that's tempted to, like, stop this case, but there's also a morbid part of me that just wants to keep going. Like, has to know. So, yours is 0299. 0299. It's not there. It's not there. Do they even have a safe in here? There it is. No, that's not the code. But there was another... Oh, no, don't leave. There was another one of these. It was 6654. So it could be in here. They have a book. I mean, it gave me money. But it's not these people either. So it's not you either. Have I looked at Brianna Allen? I don't know where you work. Mayor Reynolds. Or live, rather. No, 703 Templar. I have gone to you. (602 703). I am not that great at finding this stuff out. Nailed it! Ground floor! Okay. Let's go to Galspan Tower and have a look at these people and see if we can find the thing. I don't know where this thing is. This is the case that will never be solved. And it will vex me. Forever. This is when people are going to tell me that the solution was obvious, and it probably was. It probably was. But I'm no good at finding this solution. Oh, a stinky... Ooh. That's not a bad idea. We should probably do that. We do kind of smell. Nah, we'll find a shower in their house. We'll go there instead. We'll go there. It's fine. Or we'll get that person to wipe their mop all over our face. Or we could break into their house. And then, that's 603, 601. Hi! I'd really like to A, use your shower, and B, see if you have stuff. Hello! How you doing? Can I look around? Fine, why not? Excellent. You need a can of starch cola. Nothing beats a starch. You're very right. Nothing beats a starch. Okay, where is your shower? Don't mind me. How do I turn it on? Ah! Just literally going in there, Valentina Cruz, just fully clothed, straight into the shower. Perfect. Do you have a towel? You do not have a towel. Where is your towel? I'm gonna fall over everywhere. You don't have towels! Okay. Nothing here. Starch wrappers. There's rarely ever what I'm looking for in there. I mean, you also have... Why do so many people have guns? There! That was some great timing there, Throika. Okay. Alright, let's quickly look here. Nothing, nothing. I feel like I've examined this person's room before. Okay. Duct tape. Nothing there. The second room. 8706. Don't mind me, I'm just staring at your safe. I've been here before. And I know I've been here before because I just opened that up without checking the code. This is not the person that I'm looking for. Yeah, I don't think it's you. So if it's not you, is it you? 703. It does have one. 701. Hello. It does have one. I'm just not using it because I'm fabulously wealthy. Which isn't helping me solve these crimes. Hi. What's your name? Your name is Sansora. Okay. Do you know... That's my partner, Camilla Bianchi. Always talking about music. Music! That is not the hobby that I want to hear. Music. But they could be lying. Can I come in? You could be lying. So I'm gonna look anyway. Ooh. Get that? Don't mind me, just examining everything. For your combs. What's that? Ah, it's a grand total of nothing. Files. Money. Books. More chess, mate. Shopping. Fish and chips? Okay, if you added fish and chips... 5118. Literally nothing. Your safe was in... Oh, wait! New murder case. 1202 Gungeon. Nee! Later! I don't need this case. It's fine. Finally, a murder! Right, so let's plot the route here, get ourselves some stuff, and then we'll look around. Mordell scream. Meh. Also, we are 39 sub points away from that lovely goal of 300. Place your bets. Who wants to... Was a gun used in the Gungeon murder? It might have been. Alright. Okay, we got ourselves a thing. We absolutely have time to go home, so we can drop some stuff off quickly. Because we're going to be very, very late. Then again... Gungeon. That's Templar building. Action 52 Parks. Wool Ball. That's the Gungeon. I mean, it's literally there. Floor 12. I bet it's got a shutter. Yeah, they might have shuttered it off. And this is when it's like, they're getting too close to us figuring out that... There he is. It's getting too close to figuring out that secret document. Tenth. 11th. 12th, yep. Darn it! It's alright. We can sneakily get in before them. We can't. But we're gonna try our best to be sneaky. We need to get some eyes on this. Also, I'm eating this fairy bread. I must have an inventory space free. Oh no, wait, that's my evidence! I need that. That's my evidence for the other case. Sullied my evidence. What else could I drop? Nothing right now. Are you actually coming? There you are! Hi. Someone is coming to answer the door! Is that by any chance? Oh yeah, consume starch cola. That's a vending machine. Someone wanted me to consume starch cola. Ah. Hi. What's your name? You're Elaine Celestine. Why? Can I come in and look around? Sorry, but I don't know you. Well, I'd really like to come in. Excellent! I now have permission to come in. And it's very dark in here. So, where's the dead person? Hi! Put a bin in it? Okay, what we got here? Okay, fingerprint. So this is didn't have what it takes. Promote me. They must be worthy. Okay. Unknown citizen. Take print. So we know that their print is EG. We also know that they have... Or we need to inspect them. No. Analyze, that's it. Bullet wound. Between 11 and 1214. This is a size 12 foot. This person is not size 12. Who are they? Let's find out. No files in there. Count up from 1. Alright. Could be the enforcer. We'll have to have a look at them. 0095. Elaine Solstein. So not her. Ah! June Woo Hong. I'm gonna presume that this is you. I need more fingerprints. E.g. E.F. Okay, I need fingerprints from the other person that lives here. This is a big place, by the way. Not the right code. Where are you? Why is the case called Cola? Because we have a case we need to solve about cola. Where is this person? Where is the other person gone? Okay, understandably they don't want to be here because death. I should have asked them for their prints when I had the chance. Off to work? At midnight? Or is it midday? Okay, what? I cannot examine you. Okay, I need to go between 11 and 12. I need to find the room where the cameras are. Hello. There. Oh.
Mayhem!
Oh, darn it! And that's Observer Watcher there with 35 months. Thank you ever so much. That is so kind of you. Thank you. How am I doing today? I'm doing fine, thank you. Look. What's your name? I'm Dakota Fitzgerald. Why? Did you see anything unusual? Yeah, I did see someone dodgy looking. They had long white hair. I saw them today at 12:02. Long white hair, eh? Oh, damn. Okay, it's fine. You're just gonna chase me for a bit. fine. I want him to chase me. Does he know where I am? Right, we want to look up 11 and 1204, 11 and 1214. Oh, there he is. He did not go very far. I might have to handcuff him. Or just truncheon him. Ooh. Careful. Doorways are your friend? They are. But I don't have any right now. 12, That's Elaine. That's not who I want. Unless... There's also that person. There's also that person. Long white hair, that's them. Size 6 feet, though. Not the right size. You have size 12. Then again... I don't have much to go on, but that could be them. Could be her shoe prints. So, hi. Do you know this person here? I saw them somewhere around the dungeon. Okay. I need to find someone who knows who this person is. They're probably my best lead right now. Yeah, this is where we are, the dungeon. There was someone hanging around down here a few floors down. Could ask a neighbor. Maybe, or a few floors up, maybe they know. There is! We're right in it. This is the dungeon. Okay, 11. Okay, I want to talk to you. Someone's coming. Okay. Yeah, can't make custom names for everywhere here. I want to see if you know who this person is. Hello. What's your name? You're Cameron Sanders. Greetings. Do you know this person? I saw them somewhere around Quasar Terrace. Quasar Terrace, eh? You look like you could use a can of starch cola. You could use a can of cola. Quasar Terrace. Oh, I didn't thread the needle. Quasar Terrace. Alright. first, let's go home. We do need to dump some stuff off at home. Day ruined. Failed to thread needle. My day's always ruined then. I never thread the needle. I always run into benches too. Also, note that with the new changes to the game, the person I just spoke to could be lying. They could absolutely be lying to me. Yeah, it's now a thing. You can get wrong intel. Well, I think the thing that we need to put down now. No, that's the... Is that the fresh starch cola? No, no, it's this one. It's a crying shame. Right, we have a bin. We also have this gun. We don't want it to clip through the thing. It's going to anyway. Alright. Unless... I don't want to attack. Put it down somewhere. Okay, let's turn the light on first. Open the drawer. Can I put it in the drawer? Eh. I did not nail that. I did not nail it. Hang on. I could put it in here, though. There we go. That works. Excellent. Now we have a slightly clearer inventory. By slightly clearer, I mean much clearer. Right. Oh yeah, I locked the door, didn't I? Me, much better. Okay. So just in case, I'm going to go get another pair of handcuffs. You never know. Yeah, I managed to get it that time. I'm improving. You forgot the cola purchasing spree, didn't you? Yeah. Lots of people forget it. Let us buy another handcuff pair. And now, let us find Quasar Terrace. Mishima Quasar Terrace. It's right here. So, let's go to Quasar Terrace, which is this building here. Oh. Not the right way in there. Is this the right way in? Yes. Okay. Okay, you're in. So we need to find the place where all the records are kept, so that we can then... Oh, we're hungry. Look, is that something we can eat? No, it's a bit of garbage.
A treasure chest
Whoa!
full of riches.
Here's some bits to keep you going. I missed seeing your streams because you were taking a break. Thank you very much, Observer Watcher, for the 1,000 bits. That's absurdly kind of you. Thank you. Thank you ever so much. That's really kind. Oh, thank you. I mean, someone did steal our clean plate. This is very true.
Ooh, a pouch of gold.
Break the Kiko to— oh no, not again! Thank you very much. That is 200 bits there. Why is no one... Look, I will break in. It would be difficult. It would in fact be very okay, it's not going to be that difficult. Oh. Here you are! Thank you. Hello. What's your name? Your name's Ella Edison. Alright. It's one high train already. Second would be crazy. It would be. Do you know this person? I saw them at Street Side Pavement on Friday around 8. Oh, that's not any good. You gotta use a starch cola. You could use a starch cola. That you could. Okay, that's not gonna help me. So I don't know who this person is. Oh. Thanks, Eola. Not what I wanted in here. Okay. This is gonna be very awkward. Because I have no idea what I'm looking for. I have a person, but I don't know who they are, or where they live, or anything. This building isn't very tall. It's really not tall. Nee! Oh. Darn it. Okay, let's go back to 1202 gun. There's something I'm missing here. I need more evidence. You also need to ask random people in the street if they know this person. Hello! Greetings, unknown citizen. Do you know this person? You saw them around the dungeon. Great, that doesn't help me. Hello? Do you know who this person is? Great. You won't give me any help at all. It might not be someone linked to it, though. But I might try looking at that. It's an idea. I need to remember where they work, though. But I want to look around their place one more time and see if there's something happening. Maybe because their partner was murdered, they're never going to come back. This could be a thing. I don't know. Oh, hi, you're still here. You literally do not care. Alright, let's look around again some more. So the person that was murdered, we don't actually know who they are, and we don't know where they work. E.g. We sort of know who they are, though. So that's empty. It's not normally empty. Yep, so company director at Blathers Group. Blathers Group's in this building. Pretty sure Blathers Group is in the building. That's Freckles. Gulliver. Music's really grim here. Kitty. Dobie. Jitters. Katrina. Margie. Red. Tangy. Florrie. Audie. Chatter. Maybe it's not. I'm sure I recognize Blathers Group. Well, I need to look up Blathers Group. Me. Glad that there's that at the bottom. That would have been awkward. Okay, let's find Blathers Group. Okay. B. Blathers Group. Batlin, very trustworthy, by the way. Blathers Group. Ah, it's in Action 52 Towers. That makes sense. Onwards! These trees do not look very healthy. Ah, yes. So we are going to just an office in Action 52 Towers. Alright. We don't know which one it is. So we're just gonna head up until we get to the one we want. Then we'll see if we can find who they are. Maybe there's a public area. No, wrong coloured hair. Wrong coloured hair, okay. What day is it? It's Saturday, they're not going to be open. Well, this is going to be awkward. We're going to have to break in. It's Dina. Boris. Bella. Zipper. Yuka. Jakey. Frank. Sylvana. Dizzy. Rossetti. Brewster. Where's Blathers? There it is. Okay. You were guiding me to the toilets. Here's Blathers Group. Right. Okay. Alright. Let's see if we can get in. There isn't a camera here. Oh. Ah. Okay. Step 1, do that. Step 2, do that. This is going to be really tricky. However... I mean, I'm into here. That camera will spot me eventually. Ooh. You don't have any food in there. Oh dear. One, two, three, four. Jun Wu Hong. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Yum yum. Okay. I need the company files. A diamond is nice! Someone left the computer on! I don't know who I'm looking for. Okay, that's information. That's information. So now I know who they are. I need... However... I could probably... Ooh. Yeah, I could turn off the lasers there, can't I? Yes, I could turn off the lasers from here. Was that money? Yes. Also... Really? Really? I will take your diamonds! Okay. No. 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 No.
Mayhem!
No.
Yippee!
And that is Smoking Top Hat there. 3 months. AO indeed. How are you doing? Bad news. This person doesn't work here. The suspicious person does not work at this office. Try recent calls? No. Because I don't know who I'm looking for. It seems like it's just some sort of random murder. I could check that. I could check that, though. Okay, Gungeon. Fortunately, the Gungeon is just over here. We got some diamonds, though. Ooh, I'm thinking about it. I should totally sell these diamonds. All but one of them. Hello? I'd like to sell you some diamonds. Ooh, that's not that expensive of a diamond. That, however, that's a really expensive diamond. They aren't forever. Nothing's forever. I mean, nothing lasts forever. Not even the universe. One day, all the stars in the universe will burn out, and there'll be nothing but cold, empty oblivion. Well, it won't be empty, but it'll be cold. Huh! Figures it'd be Chatter Corporation. Let's not go in there. But what did he have on him? Follopics? Ooh. That's lyric. That's lyric. Okay, they're dead now. What were you doing here? You had a gun. And a box of ammo. Long white hair. I mean, same company? How am I gonna get their prints? So, I'm just gonna say right now that who did it? It could have been them? What was the weapon? Might have been that? Where do they live? They're the office manager of Blathers. I don't know where they live. Oh, 904 Templar. I mean, it's not gonna be them. But I don't know how to get their print. How do I get their print? I mean, I might try. Wait, they get... Were you getting back up? Why? Look, what? Don't do that! You're gonna get shot! Now I've got to lockpick it again! Why? Okay. I'm gonna save and I'm gonna load and we're gonna see what happens, okay? There is something going on. The thing is though, this isn't her office. This is the thing that's making me very curious because she works at Blathers and this is Cheddar.
Mayhem! Yippee!
I've never been into Cheddar. And that Shark's Oddle TV there with 7 months. Thank you ever so much. That is so kind of you. Thank you. Like, this is not the right building for them to be there. What are they doing in Cheddar Corp? Bit of espionage, maybe? I don't know. That's your rival detective. Maybe shut in and run things off before innocents get killed? That might be an idea, but I don't know how to do that. She closed the door, locked the door, then called for help as the alarm started to blare. Yeah, but the computer is in the room with the gun. The computer's in the room with the gun. I'll get shot if I try and do something with it. Alright. I can now take their print. EH. I don't think I've seen this print anywhere. You know what? I'm just gonna... I know it's not right. But did they do it? I just want to see. Did they do it? I don't think they did. I'm going to load up if it's not the case, but I want to see if it was them. It won't be. Was it them? It won't be. But if it is, it'll be hilarious. It was them! They did it! They did it! They were the killer! We just literally blundered into the solution. Masterful work, Kiko. Master detective. Right here. Best strat. Run into them. Literally... What? They were going to kill someone and triggered the automated defense. Yep, exactly that. Reminds you of the random mastermind in covert action. Valentina Colombo Cruz. Just one more thing. Did you set off the security cameras? this place. It was them! We're not in the right building, are we? No, I think we are in the right building. We're not in the right building, are we? No, Blathers! They're gone now!
Ooh, a pouch of
The
gold.
kind of detective work only rules the only the true starch cola employ. Exactly! I have literally no idea what happened here, but you know what? Oh. This requires a celebration. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to drop off home, and we're going to, we're going to go put our diamond away. And we'll go to Edna's and consume some starch cola. What a fantastic murder case we just solved. I do deserve a starch cola and a victory meal. The finest of meals. What souvenirs are we taking from this one? The diamond that we stole. That is our souvenir. The stolen diamond. We're more Clouseau than Columbo. We solved it, didn't we? I left my door unlocked. Huh. We solved it! Perfect. Alright. So, we achieved a thing. And we might as well put these handcuffs somewhere in here so that we don't have to hold two pairs of handcuffs. I can't put them down. I suppose I could if I dropped them here, couldn't I? Perfect. Okay. Thanks. It's a great effort. Ooh. That's some weird artifacting there. Anyway, turn that light off. Where is that coming from? That was not there before. Where is that coming from? Here? Yes, actually. Alright. Let's go to Edna's. We deserve a celebration. Man! We don't use lifts anymore. We use the greatest lift available to us. Just jumping down. Alright, so we need to go... Oh yeah, we can totally close this, Yep! A business shooter! So that's what they were doing. They were just... going around shooting people in businesses. I'm gonna pretend I knew that. I didn't. But I'm gonna pretend I knew. Well, it is time for us to... Have you not had a murder in a business yet? No. But now I've had a murder relating to a business. Greetings. This is indeed Edna's. Hello. What is your name? But first, I wish to buy... You know what? We're gonna have a starch cola. We're gonna eat a cheeseburger. And then we're gonna have a donut. No problem. Also, I'd like to know your name. You're Lawrence Fraser. And you need a can of starch cola, but... Understand. Hey, I've got to live life to the full here. We are very close to 8, by the way. I don't know why that hasn't gone away. It should have left. Solder case, got a cheeseburger. Just detective. Why is that not leaving on the right-hand side? It seems like that should go. Let's save and load up and see if that will disappear. Because it shouldn't be there. But don't worry. We have saved our... How this person managed to remain stealthy is anyone's guess. Because she had all of the subtlety and grace of me. Does that procedurally generated crimes? It does. That was one of them. It was an amazing crime committed by a master of criminality. They knew what they were doing, and it was getting shot by turrets. No one would suspect the person armed with a gun. Indeed, Wolfhead. 966 months to go.
Mayhem! Yippee!
Because you just subbed 44 months. Thank you ever so much. That is so kind of you. Thank you. It was only solved by Valentina Cruz, not Cola. It's still there. Okay, how do I make that go away? It's gone now! Yay! It's gone. I just had to look at it for a bit. Okay. So. I am really running out of people that I can investigate. Like... Who else could I possibly... I might be tempted to look for a different case. But that has a really good reward. Demolition work. Anger issues. Public humiliation. Handcuffs. Sleuth need of attaining an acquisition job. Demolition work. Photography skills. Yeah. No, not our public humiliation. Their public humiliation. I really need to find who this person is. But I'm really getting concerned in the Gungeon one that I will never find who they are. Because it's a really cool sync disc that they're offering. It's really cool. But let's see if there's a different case that we can do before too much rain splatters overhead. I hope you're all having fun, by the way. Sorry for being so meh earlier. It happens. 1,000, 1,100, right. Work available. Vigor. I'm pretty sure I have Vigor already. I'm very sure I have Vigor. I do have Vigor. That is not a good one. Money, I do not need it. There's nothing good. I need stuff. I probably need a bulletproof vest. I just feel like I might need that. You know? Just get a bulletproof vest. So, the information that we have is this unknown citizen is an accountant, works in the dungeon, and likes beer. We have checked out a lot of people that work in the dungeon. And from watching you play, well, that's good. So, back we go. No one ever gets shot in this town. Did you just watch what happened to the last person that tried to commit murder? Or is it to bust your streams and VODs? Also, you never need to apologize for having the feels. Or no, I know, but still. Pretty sure we've already checked this person. But I'm gonna double... Whoa. Don't you look at me, I'm not doing anything funny. Oh dear, that'll take forever. This is better. Okay, so let's double check. Penelope Bell, pretty sure we've already checked you out and eliminated you from our inquiries. Yes, we have. You are not someone we want. Flurry systems, I better not check right now because... death. I've got so many lockpicks, I might as well. Camera. But I can make a run for here. Make a run for here. And then, this is Margie Limited. 1922. Then we can turn off the cameras. This is the toilet. That's not what I want. I don't know. I don't know. Come in. I feel like I've been here before. Feel like I've been here before. Also, there are no files in here. Ooh, money though. Ooh! I mean, that wasn't here. Or it was and I just didn't notice it. Margie Limited, you're the company director. What I need is the file on everyone else. No. Maybe I should come back here later. also this one. So you don't care about it if I'm lockpicking on this side. It's only when I get to the other side. Then you get sad. Okay. There's a blind spot here. The toilets are there. There's a room there, which is probably the kitchen. It's locked. Okay, it's locked. Little unfortunate. However, can't sabotage it from here. Do I ever have this? Thank you! Turned out to be useful in the end. That's not the secret envelope I need, is it? That's a completely different secret envelope. I mean, it'd be cool if it was the secret envelope. Take another diamond. You disable the cameras on this PC. It will. Off. Okay. The cameras are off. However, disable one of them. Okay, let me have a look at this employee database. Okay, not this one. Let's have a look at who works here. Jake? Who's Jake? $16.02 action, 50 per. Okay. $16.02. I didn't get those, though. There's still a problem. But we can maybe have a look at this. Maybe Jake has this. Oh. I could actually, yes. Jake Agner. You're the receptionist. Darn it! That's not what I want. It's predictable, but it's not what I want. This might be what I want, though. Aha! HR. Receptionist. Oh, illegal activities is something else. Oh. Andrea Bettencourt. I don't know where she lives. Just not everyone on... Oh. Just not everyone on not player. Okay. Nobody. Okay, so in theory... this should be fine. This is when it's not fine and we all get shot and dead. So in theory I should be able to go into this laser now. It doesn't care. Oh, it cares! So that wasn't it. That wasn't right. So not nobody. To the vents, no, to the load, because clearly it was not nobody. It's a setting for the cameras. Yeah, I don't think it can change the security stuff. I think that's still a problem. Because I wanted to go and check where they were, or where they worked, just in case that was where it was. I can assume once I'm done with this area. I clearly have to be more careful than I am now. Okay. It's alright. These things happen. Oh dear. Let's go back here. So all we need to do is we have her information. Apparently the cameras are back on. That shouldn't be the case. Okay, so let's observe these. See if I can get to one of them. Oh dear. I can turn it off. If I can get under its blind spot. Then we should be alright. I'd like to be able to sabotage this. I think I might have to jump onto that so I can do it. Nope. That'll do. To the chair. Now I can sabotage it. All I need is a chair. It is now disabled. Now I just need to get over to this one. Standing on my chair, it's not safe. No, you're very right. Just wait until you see me jump on this water cooler. Yeah, look at me, disabling all the security systems. All this, by the way, and we won't find what we're looking for at all. We just won't.
Mayhem!
And there's my monster there, gifting a sub. Thank you ever so much. That is so, so kind of you. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, so we can check. Actually, let's just check all the drawers. Because if... Thanks. If they've left the document here... Ooh, inventory's full. If they've left the document here... They have so many sync upgrade vials here. Thank you very much. We've gotten so much unnecessary espionage done. All the unnecessary espionage. I don't even think these desks are used. This is when they work on Sundays, and I'm in serious trouble. Oh, it's the kitchen. Neat. Anyway. Paperclip. Another paperclip there. Thank you. So, paper stack and some cigarettes. Oh! You actually have a name thing there. That helps. Money. Nothing there. Another one of those. Yeah, we've already checked these ones. This one, however, I haven't checked. I mean, I'm not gonna say I've had practice, because I haven't. That's a paperclip. Thank you. Paper stack and a matchbox. Is that another paperclip? That is a cigarette butt. Another upgrade thing. Okay, I don't think... This is a name I've never gotten before. So I'm gonna... So you're the accountant. We know that you're an accountant for Red Incorporated. We're gonna pop downstairs, deposit a few things. Me! That's not far enough. Hang on. Me! Now we'll go and do a few things. So, we have first to make our way over to YOLO's, because we have some stuff to sell. Basically everything that we just got. Because I don't need any of it. Hello. I have things to sell you. Yeah, diamond. I'll keep the documents, though. I'm also just going to sell that, because I've never been using it. Right, next, we need to... Do you have a phone book? No! Also, I need to consume some starch cola. Hang on. Didn't forget! Didn't forget. You don't mind if I bring my starch cola in, do you? Alright, so I'm looking for Andrea Betancourt. So B. Betancourt. There. You live in 1003 Icefire Mountain. Alright, 1003. Don't think I've been to this one before. Am I finally about to solve this case? Am I finally about to solve it? That'd be sweet if it was the case. Something tells... Ooh, this is a fancy one. Narrator. He did not solve it. Don't go breaking my hopes. I want to solve this case. Then we can focus on who dropped that cola. We're going to figure out that case, by the way. Going to figure it out. We will discover the truth. And they will meet their punishment. Yet the case that truly matters, the missing cola. Like, who dropped that cola? Who lit it? 1003. That's 1004. 1001. Hello. Maybe it is a serial cola dropper. Maybe we'll find more. How dare. Hi. Hello. I'd like to look around. As long as you don't make a mess. Okay, I won't. Have I been in here before? I don't know, but I'm gonna look around. I feel like I might have been here before. But if that's the case, why didn't I know where they lived? No, I can't have been here before. Hello. Don't mind me, I'm just looking around. Snooping. Tobacco. Money. Random clothes. The year you were born. Can I figure that out? This is for M. Andrea, no. 1947. The space is not cleared of valuable loot. I cannot have been here before. So, no things there that I really need to get except for a diamond that I've took. This is the toilet. I am really, thank you. Really struggling to find this secret document. Yeah, you don't mind. Just, you know, just opening the safe. Taking the stuff. Looking through every single drawer they have. It might be here. It's not. I'll take a key, though. I don't know why I'd ever need it, but, you know, just in case I need it. I didn't need that expensive diamond anyway. Are you sure? I didn't do anything. Don't look at me. I'm just investigating. I'm just investigating. It's a fine drawer you've got here. It's a fine drawer. I am solving a case. I'm trying to solve a case. Do you know where the thing is? I know where Derby is. Raiding with a party of 4. Thank you ever so much. That is so kind of you. Thank you. That truly is kind. How goes it? I hope you are doing well. I hope you're doing well. What is that? Oh, it's a plant. You were playing 7 Days to Die. I hope it went well. Hope all was good. Yeah, there's really nothing in here. Except for this money that I'm going to steal. And it's not in here. So as much as I'd like to say that I solved it, you're right, everyone there. I didn't solve it. It's not this person. They didn't do it. Okay. So I just need to find a case where I can get the cool sync discs. But the one case that I want, it's not there. Okay, Lucky Monkey, give me a task I can do. Frame? I've always said my partner's cheating. They often come home late without a good reason. I need something I can confront them with. Frame? I don't have that one. I will absolutely contact you. Alright. It's a new type of job. Hear about the job? Yep. Meet me at Edna's. I'll be sitting with a cola. I mean, absolutely. Ask about Maldonado. Make it sharp. I won't be there for much longer. Don't worry. I know where Edna's is. And by I know where Edna's is, I mean I'm going to go and very quickly mark Edna's. Edna's? We know that place like the back of our hand. In fact, we might even buy a cola to blend in. Hello? I would... Hello, how are you doing? I'd like to buy a cola. Thank you. Are you them? Is this Maldonado? Listen closely. Okay. I'm Shunpeng. Please investigate your card, Selena Anestis. Find out who they're sleeping with. I don't know much about them. I'll write down everything I know for you. Then come find me. I'll pay you a rare sync disc, frame, and 1,150 when I'm happy. You might want to take a look around my home. I live at 903 Templar Building. Here's a key. I've told Selena you've come to clean the place, so don't take too long or they'll get suspicious. Okay. So. I need from you your fingerprints. I need your fingerprints so I know what you've touched and what they've touched. So your EM, Selena. Yes. Type M. Okay. Average, long white hair, blue eyes. They work at YOLO's backpack. Bargains. So we need to go to 903 Templar Building. Let's go. You found their fingerprints a long time ago. Yes, I did. That's an old fingerprint. What kind of evidence do they need? Cause vandalism by breaking into their home. Okay. I could follow them. Here, get the place out. Of valuables. Uh-oh. I said loud but quiet. Let my quiet but loud. Okay, so 903. We can break windows. It'll work. 903. We have come a long way. Now we watch people get blown to pieces by gun turrets. .903. Okay. It's not a murder that we're investigating. We are about to murder some infidelity. It's going to be a bit weird if I ask for their prints, isn't it? Hello. Evening, what's your name? Mind your own business. Great. You had your prints? No way. Why are you not letting me in? You really don't want me to... Whatever stooge... Oh, she is going to let me in. But I don't have very long. Shun, remember your passcode this time. Yeah, it's not you. Count backwards from 9. This could be what I want.
Hello, Gregory. This is Gil. Well, it's nice to hear your voice, too. Has it been
Mail.
Yes, we must. Thursday. Oh, Thursday. Listen, Gregory, dear.
No.
To ask.
No.
I know I did, but I wouldn't be
Nope.
listening if I had a choice. Now listen, that shuttle too you had something to do. The one that was found in front of
None of that is important.
What can you tell me about his team? You don't say.
Vanya Darling.
This account for it? That's what I thought. Thanks, Gregory, darling. What?
Oh.
Right.
Also Archer Riddle. I don't know how useful any of these are. Ooh, one of those prop guns.
Need a bit of fizz to take you higher. Grab a starch. Our new improved recipe is great for home, work, and play, giving you the sparkle you need to succeed. Starch cola. Put some life into it. Put some life
That prop gun is
into
expensive.
it.
Yes, you're right. So...
The door. Sit down.
Maybe I just need to trail her. Might be worth, yeah. You make a good point. Might be worth.
Like us, scratching a living down here. Not like those ladder pulling bums in headquarters. Where are you living anyhow?
Alright.
Anderman Street.
Anderman. Don't private people pay no more.
I just pinned the address book, really.
Small change.
Girls gotta live.
Yeah, well listen good, or you ain't gonna be living much longer. You're riding the elevator in the wrong direction on this one. You hear me?
Because...
Angel ain't going around icing mopes.
we have one from Archer Riddle and Vanya Darling. And Archer is here.
Lock the door, you.
When we talk, people listen. Responsible, reliable, real time. Every minute of every day. Candor.
Now what I need is
I'll make this easy for you. You have
sample E.
You've got a record longer than a top floor beauty catalog. No corp would touch you for any position an inch above the company.
Yeah, that's sample E.
The right track. You stumbled upon a sweat job. Easy enough. Turn a contract
303 action 52 parks.
Only when you saw the place, something changed.
Could check the phone logs as well, that's a good call.
28
Because this person lives in
Go trip. Got you soured up inside.
303 action 52.
Take things further.
You think I'm gonna squeal?
I know
And that's the
you're
number.
going to, Franklin. You're going to give me names.
I ain't gonna sing for no law.
This is a new case type. Nothing there. Oh. I have 93 lockpicks. Oh yeah, I've already done this. I've already done this one. Right, so they're at 903. (903 to 904). So a lot of calls to 904. It's a lot of calls to 904. lot of calls to 904. Dun dun dun! The next door neighbor! But what evidence would I need? Their fingerprints. I need to find their fingerprints. So 903 is here. 904. Who's in 904? Could I get... Maybe. But I don't know if they ever actually meet up. Or I could just, like, follow one of them for a few hours. But I think their fingerprints would be a good start. Because their fingerprints should be in this place. And then we can check if they're in the phone book. Wait, is 904 in the phone book? That's a good question. 902 is there. Lyric. 904. Come on. I just want to see who you are. Hello? Hi, what's your name? I'm Innes Scott. What is it to you? Can I have a look around? I don't think so. Maybe worth your while. I don't like people up the street into my home. What if I gave you a lot of money? Sure, I don't mind. Yeah, 100's probably a lot. Do you know this person? I want to look up Celestine. That's my neighbor, Selena Anastis. Suffers from hearing loss. I saw him today at 903 Templar. That might be the same one that was shot to ribbons. Maybe. Alright, so I'm looking for evidence of... Okay, so you live alone. You have a gun. You have a couple of guns. Not a huge fan of the guns. What do we have here? Innes Scott. Oh, it's Innes! Innes Scott. Okay. You're a receptionist. A receptionist where? Thanks. A receptionist where? You work at Cheddar Corporation. You work at Yodo's backpack. Oh, the bouquet might have an incriminating note. This is true. To my honey bunny Innes, I'll always be there, your lyric. I don't think that's incriminating enough. Because that's the wrong person. Also, I am pretty sure this person used to live with the one that got shot. Yeah, it looks like this isn't the person. I'm gonna go instead with Archer. Yeah, I think this person was the one that had their partner shot a lot by the turret, and then I got them arrested for murder. Method. Okay, Action 52 Parks, here we go. Just need to pay enough money and we can get into anywhere. Shot a lot of the 5 of the bullets wasted on them. So we're going to 303. 1, 2, 3. 303. Hello. Just want to see what's going on also. Thank you for the paperclip. Be great if I could solve this case. Hi. What's your name? My name's Archer Riddle. Hello, Archer Riddle. How are you doing? Can I come in and look around? Alright, fine. Just don't touch anything. I promise nothing. Can you write your fingerprints? Sure, I guess I could. Marvelous. So I have data for you now. If I just inspect you, Archer Riddle. Okay. I need to find something. Bouquet? No, no bouquet. You're a shopkeeper. A shopkeeper where? You're a shopkeeper at YOLO's backpack as well. Okay.
Hello, Gregory. This is Gil. Well, it's nice to hear your voice, too. Has it been
You're also here.
Yes, we must. Oh, Thursday.
Archer Riddle.
Listen, Gregory, dear, I have a favor to ask.
Archer Riddle. I don't have any evidence apart from that email, and that's kind of flimsy.
What can you tell me about his team? And Master Sickness account for it?
It's very flimsy.
Mayhem! Yippee!
And that there is Doze subbing 41 months. Thank you ever so much. That is so kind of you. Thank you. That truly is kind. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be getting any fingerprints that aren't his.
You work hard for your money, so make
I
it
do.
work hard for you. Just ask your work about our paycheck exchange program, and we'll take care of the rest. Kensington Indigo.
淀粉可乐，
Sounds
城市
good.
生活让你沮丧。
I feel like this could be the guy,
咱们改良后的新配方非常适合居家。
but also I have nothing but a hunch.
为你提供所需的能量。淀粉可乐给生活。
I only have a hunch. I have nothing that actually ties him to this.
Mayhem! Yippee!
And that's Dark over there with Prime Gaming. 34 months, more Bezo Pixel dollars than the Investigator. Thank you very much. That is so kind of you. Thank you.
You followed?
No.
There also aren't any windows in this place. optional though.
You just a bundle punk like us.
For now, I'm gonna say that it's this guy.
In headquarters. Where are you living anyhow?
Anderman Street.
Can I provide evidence?
Don't private beaming pay no more.
About 50 crowns a week.
Small change.
I mean, that's
Girls gotta live.
very weak evidence, but
Or you ain't gonna be living much longer.
can you write a photo? Where does he live? Well, we know where he lives. He lives...
Angel ain't going around icing mopes for what they said
Yeah.
or did. It's who they were then. Henry, lock the door, you.
Take a photo of him.
Elgin, new rejuvenation clinic.
If I want to do this, by the way, I need the way out.
By nomination only.
Open.
Contact your local Elgin representative to find out more.
I'll make this easy for you. You hadn't worked for a year. You've got a record longer than a top-floor beauty catalog. No co-op would touch you for any position an inch above the gutter.
Bye!
Am I on the right track?
Me!
When we talk, people listen. Responsible, reliable.
I think it's him. I think it's him. And I'm gonna confront... I'm gonna hope that this is the evidence. So, you live here. I don't get why everyone gets so worked up when you're taking that picture. I mean, it's like they're obsessed with privacy. I'm obsessed with privacy. So I'm gonna now go over here and see if I can get, like, pass over that info. This is when I'm wrong. But if I'm wrong, we can just load up and we can, you know, try again.
Angel ain't going around icing mopes for what they said or did.
Wasn't he fine with you taking his fingerprints? Yeah. Look, don't ask me to get the logic of these people and make it make sense. We're living in a world where someone tried to break into a place and got shot multiple times by turrets. And where the president is literally a corporation that makes cola. We know you look like this. Great! As soon as you see someone like that, you'll find out that's not how I walk around. Because I wouldn't be able to see. Because we're like... Could use one. Okay. 9:03. Oh! Is anyone in? Who's that? That's the person I don't want to...
You're going to give me names.
I get the feeling she might still be at Edna's. Method. She's still at Edna's? Let's have a look. Are they still at Edna's waiting for information? I wouldn't be surprised. That fall gave me vertigo. I'm sorry. But I have the ability to just drop, so I do it. I have the ability. Are you still here?
When we talk, people listen.
You are still here. Yeah, I've got that information. So what do I need to do? But you're here. How do I... Okay, find out who this... Yeah. I don't know how much about them. I'll write down everything I know for you. Then come find me. I'll pay you... But... You're here. You're here. Right. But you're here. Did I solve this too fast or something? Because you're just here. I can't hand this in to you if you're not at home. No, no, Alias, we're not gonna shoot them. She'd rather see me on Dolores, but told you with relative security. Okay, if they really want me to go to 903 Templar Building, I can. And I can slip it under the door. I missed. What was the smoking gun? I have no idea. All I have is a really flimsy email. The problem is that she wants me to hand it to her, but she's still at Edna's. So she wants me to hand it to her at her home, which she isn't at. I mean, if she just wants me to put it under the door, I can do that. Oh, hand in case. Okay. Is it correct? No. Darn it. Well, it wasn't them. At least I can cross them out. It is indeed Dragoon, yes. And it's not going to be you. Marika? And it's not you because you're dead. There are a lot of people this could be. "904, 904. You can. Scarlet. Okay. How about 503 Templar Building? Ignore that one. That's 603. What about 503? That's 501. Oh. Sorry, I just really loudly knocked. Really loudly. Let's just quickly see if it's this person. Hello. Hi. You're Fiona Johnson. Can I look around? You suppose so. Can I get your fingerprints? Excellent. Alright. And there's you. You're Scarlet Scott. You're the person I want to talk to. Can I have your fingerprints? Sure. You're the person I want. So advert, advert. No. Work rota. Cooking some food. Another work rota. So you're a shipping manager. Oops. Didn't mean to grab that. Let's put that back. Cave Johnson and Lemons, Scarlet Scott shipping manager. Sounds that you can smell. Countdown from 2. Count up from 2. Shred this ASAP. Count up from 2. I mean, I'm not finding anything incriminating here. Unless I can find, like, fingerprints. That's Fiona. That's Fiona. I do like that their fingerprints are there. Is it you? Yes, wrong passcode. Get milk. Don't forget to get milk. There is, of course, the other person. And their email, which was from Darling, I believe. Yeah, Vanya Darling. Who's not in the address book. Who's Vanya Darling? Where is your address book, by the way? Over here. D. Darling. 201 Action 52. Well, that may be a link for me to investigate next time. Because I don't think I have anything here that links these people. Nice book, though, to this case at all. There's nothing here. You do have food, though. Well, it was worth a look. Then again, maybe. Maybe what I'm looking for, and it could have been in the bin, couldn't it? Could have been in the bin. The hint about a cleaner. Why didn't I look in the bin? I should absolutely search the bins. And I'll do that very quickly. Because it's getting late. 7, 8, 9. The door's already open.
I'm going to squeal, Mr. Franklin. You're going to give me names.
Hello.
How much do they pay you for
Bin.
like that?
Search.
It would be the last.
Darn it! Literally nothing.
Get that family of yours away for good.
Shut up.
Oh, I know.
Oh, that's a
Mr. Franklin.
that's a problem.
I know you've made a deposit on a plot.
Oh well. And so we'll save, because we are not having much luck here, but maybe next time we'll be okay. Hey, we have a spunty, they do. Every good place has a spunty. So thank you all ever so much for being here. You are all absolutely fantastic and amazing and brilliant and wonderful. Couldn't do what I do without you, wouldn't want to do what I do without you. You are the heart and soul of my community. You are all awesome and wonderful. And incredibly supportive of me, especially when I'm like all meh. Didn't mean to be all meh, but you know, life is what it is. And there are a couple of things I need to quickly talk about, no problem Arcane, before we conclude. And I'll try and be quick with this. First off, there is my website, Kikoskia.com. You can check out all kinds of things there. You can check out my schedule, we pretend to dust on, find links where you can buy my book, I hope. Then there is my Discord, where you can join a large and thriving community, which I'm often a part of. Everyone has med days. Well, hopefully it'll get better for me, yeah. And I hope it gets better for you as well. But loads of ways to talk about stuff there, loads of emotes based on Let's Plays and streams past and present. If you link your Twitch and Discord together and sub to me on Twitch, you can use the Twitch emotes on Discord, which is fantastic. Then there's my Patreon, where you can pledge to support me in doing what I do. Lots of stuff that happens behind the scenes that you don't typically hear about, like all the editing, compression, and test streams and test recordings and everything else that makes all I do a reality. And in these trying times, I really do rely on the people that pledge to me to make, pardon me, what I do a reality. And those that do not only get a different coloured name on Discord of my deep and sincere thanks, they also get the ability to vote on upcoming playthroughs when the opportunity arises. No problem, Observer. Then there is my YouTube itself, where you can check out all my content. I've been doing this for over 15 years and 10,000 videos. I'm so old. And there's all my Twitch VODs there as well. If we get to 60k subs, I'll do a playthrough of a game the community votes for. Same for every 5k interval afterwards. Up to 100,000, whereupon I will do a replay of Terror from the Deep and a replay of Student Wisdom Warriors 2 Iron Sword. There's also the 1,000,000 sub goal, where I will do eyelash tutorials, and the 300 Twitch sub points goal. We are at 259 right now. If you get to 300, I'll do both Action 52 games on stream, and then we'll do a playthrough of a game the community votes for. I've been watching you since your first Albion playthrough. That seems like it is ages ago. Many years. 15 or so. A long time. Then there is my Twitter and my other social media accounts, like my Discord and the YouTube community, Mastodon and Instagram. There you can get notifications about when I start streaming and my Let's Play videos go live and all kinds of random other stuff, including silly stuff. And there's my Throne wishlist, where you can, like, send gifts for all sorts of awesome stuff and, even suggest gifts. Finally, there is me thanking all of you, because seriously, you are all amazing and brilliant and wonderful and fantastic, and I couldn't do what I do without you, and I wouldn't want to do what I do without you. You are the heart and soul of my community, you make it all possible, and you're just so supportive and awesome and amazing and kind and generous and wonderful. You truly, truly are. And I say that every time, but I mean it every time. You really, really are. And with your continued support, because this is my job, to entertain you, and I've never been happier than when I do entertain all of you. Thank you, Ursi. With your continued support, I'll be able to keep doing this for many, many years to come. And fingers crossed it will be many years to come. So thank you all ever so much. Seriously, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. And whether it be morning, afternoon, or evening, I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day, and I hope you achieve everything you set out to do. Next stream is tomorrow, 2 PM BST, Animal Crossing New Horizons. We've got Weber's Garden to work on and a new villager to invite. But who will come and who will go? That is to be decided. And I hope you join me then. And so, I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Later. And remember, be nice to each other, everyone, for if everyone is nice to each other, the world would be that much better a place. And we all want that, don't we? Thank you, Nareem. Well, I certainly do. And I hope you do too. Later. Will we find this person next time? I sure hope so. I want that sync disc. Later.